Okay. Yun. So let's start. So sa orientation, natakan natin ng curvature and refraction, no? So usually, ang effects of Earth curvature and atmospheric refractions are taken into account in leveling work. Wait lang, mag-admit ako estudyante. So since the measurements are made in vertical planes and these effects all occur in the same plane. Usually pag sa mga gagmay naman ng mga surveying, gina-neglect na lang nato yung effect aning curvature and refraction, pero pag mga dagko na jud siya ng mga na surveys, need din siya i-consider, no? Due to Earth's curvature, a horizontal line departs from a level line by 0.07685 meters in 1 kilometer. I think the refraction is the bending, defined as the bending downward towards the denser medium when a ray of light passes through air strata of different densities. Under ordinary condition, it's approximately about 2.011 meter in 1 kilometer. Okay. So in dealing with curvature and refraction, we have the general formula. H prime is equal to 0.075 k squared. So where the H prime is the departure of a telescope line of sight from a level line. So K is the length of the line of sight, and 0.0675 is called the coefficient of refraction. So from here, so this is the level line, or we have the datum, kanang mga ginatawag na above sea level, sa mga sea level, muna siya ang pinaka mostly ginagamit na datum, no, or level line. So usually man good ang effects sa curvature and refraction, makita niyo siya usually sa mga dagat. Dito siya mas klaro, no. Example, naana mo diri na point sa may nagtindog mo diha sa may dalampasigan sa dagat. Then ginataon ninyo ni yung cross. So tan-aw ninyo point B ang inyong makita. Pero in real time, ang nakita diri ninyo is ang position sa point C. So mo na ang ginatawag na effect of curvature and refraction. So mo na siya. So dahil bilog ang mundo, no, nagkaroon ng effect ang curvature. So mo na ang ginatawag na H, and this is the K. So this is the H prime, or the effect of the Earth's curvature and refraction. So klaro. So mo lang itong gamitin ng formula, no, in dealing with problems with curvature. Okay. So let's check some example here, problems. Ano naman ni? Di masya mo gawas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hindi okay siya. Ay, student, wala pa na ako naingnan. Okay, so sorry na ay ano lang gamay. Okay, so problem number 1, determine the combined effect of the Earth's curvature and atmospheric diffraction on site distance of 60, 90, 120, and 150 and 500 meters. Uh-huh. Okay, number 1. Ba't nahimo yung violet? So using the formula of H, point 0.675 k squared. Nawala naman. So, klaro ang K, ang distance K is kadang sa point of tangency sa Earth curvature to the line of sight. No? So, for number 1, 60 meters. So, H at 60 is equal to 0.0675 times 60. So that is in meters. So we need to convert that into kilometers. So ano saan dapat? So the value is, tama na akong mouse. Point 0.00243 meters. Okay, next is for 90, the effect of Earth's curvature on a distance of 90 meters. So 0.0675 times 90 divided by 1,000 square. So that is equals to 0.00547. Okay. Meters. Next is H120. 120 meters. That is equals to 0.0675 times 120 divided by 1,000 squared. That is equal to 0.000972 meters. Okay. So, yung ano lang, no? Direct substitution lang sa formula. Okay, for number 2, so kamo na bahala sa uban, 120, 150, and 500 meters. Okay. So, proceed to sa problem number 2. Wait lang. So, number 2, a man on shore onshore standing close to the sea's water edge looks out towards the direction of the sea. If his eyes measure 1.72 meters above sea level, determine how far out to sea this is visible in horizon. neglecting the effect of waves. So what are given? Eyes of measurement above sea level. So that is the h prime, given ang h prime. So ang gipangita is how far out to sea is visible to horizon. So the K. Sa mani. Number 2. 1.72 meters. So ang required is the K. So by using the formula of H, that is equals to 0.0675 K squared that is 1.72 then substituting for K, that is 1.72 divided by 0.0675 square root. The value is 1.72 divided by 0.0675. So that is 5.0472. So that is balik in kilometers, no? Okay, for problem number 3, a woman standing on a beach can just see the top of a lighthouse 24.14 kilometers away. If her eye height above sea level is 1.738 meters, determine the height of the lighthouse above sea level. Okay. Number 3. So a woman is standing on a beach. So example na siya dire, no? This is a woman standing on a beach. Ang makita lang niya is ang top of the lighthouse. So example, this is the lighthouse. Okay, wait lang Post sa kadali. Okay, so asa na ta? Lighthouse. A woman standing on the beach can just see the top of a lighthouse. So ang top daw sa lighthouse ang iyahang makita, no? So, uy, drawing. Dapat, so kini ang iyahang mata, point of tangency, draw line. Hoy, pag tangent, yan. Sample lang yan, ha. Then, so, mo ni ang lighthouse. So, at 24.14 kilometers away. Wala, sir. Okay, okay. So we have a distance of, shit, wala ko, sorry. What is the point of tangency? Ay, ang pangit. So, imagine na lang na this is curve. So, this is 24.14 kilometers. So, if her eyes height above sea level is 1.738, this is 1.738 meters. Determine the height of the lighthouse above sea level. So, mo ni ang require. The height of the lighthouse. Okay. So, using the formula, H prime is equal to 0.0675 K squared. So, unsa atong buhaton? So, first, we will compute for the this distance, no? That is the distance of the girl from the point of tangency. Para ma-relate nato silang duha katong HL. Yellow. Then diri is the distance of the lighthouse from the point of tangency. Okay. So H prime is equal to 0.0675 K squared. So diri mo ta sa girl, that is 1.738. Is equals to 0.0675 AW squared. So the value or the distance of the girl from the point of tangency on the earth is equals to, so this is the point of tangency, 5.0675 5.074 kilometers. Okay. Kilometers guys, dili meters. Then from there, since the total distance of the girl to the lighthouse is equal to 24.14, so we know that the distance from the point of tangency to the location of the girl and from the point of tangency to the location of the lighthouse, so KW plus KL equal to 24.14 kilometers. So from there, makompute na nato ang value sa KL. So substitute lang nato dire 5.074. Kasi na medyo lisod magsulat na mouse ra akong gamit, nagpalit ako pen tab sunod. So the value of the KL, or the location of the distance of the lighthouse from the point of tangency, is equal to 24.14 less 5.074. That is equals to 19.066 kilometers. Okay. So from there, using this formula, we can compute for the height of the lighthouse, no? So HL is equal to 0.0675 times K. So natin K of 19.066 square. So the value is, using this formula, 0.0675 times 19.066 square, that is equals to, say value, 24.537. Okay. 24.537 meters. Okay, so that is the height of the lighthouse above sea level. Okay, for problem number 4, neglecting the effect of tide and waves to determine how far out to sea a boat will be when a light on its mast 60 meters above the water disappears from the sight of a man on shore whose eye level is 1.583 meters above the water. So, for problem number 4, sige, kuha na saan eh? It work. I will give you at least 20 minutes to solve problem number 4. So, it work. So, your score will be added to your prelim exam. Okay? Para mataas-taas ang inyong points sa prelim exam. Kaya mostly any paper lang, sige lang. Ang hatag lang is ang answer, no? Solution with answer picture. Maghatag na kog link kung asa i-submit na drive after 20 minutes. So this point is total of 10 points. So kutubra ni 10 antod 950. Okay, you may start now para at least mataas-taas ang inyong score sa prelim exam. Mostly ang uban mga walay answer, no? So pag ing-ana na mga time kanang wala may ma-answer, butang lang ang formula. Slide.
Sir, in kilometers ba ni?
Oo, in kilometers. Oh, new. Post na ako sa ano ang link sa inyo is-send ang inyong screenshot sa Sitwork. So naa diri sa sa messages. Piliin lang ninyo kung asa man ang section na belong A, B, or C. Okay. Until 9:50. Up to 3 to 4 decimal places. Maximum 4 decimal. Ayaw ninyo i-post ang inyong answer sa messages, i-direction na ninyo submit sa link. It's your chance to shine. I think naglisod mo sa exam, no? Sa prelim exam. Kaya namin tiba ito mo gawa sa board exam. Nga ito na type, kanang traverse, DMD, DPD, altitude departure. So make sure na dili niyo malimtan ng process sa pag-solve, no? Kinipod curvature and refraction sa survey na part. Mo ni ang mostly nagagawas po.
Sir, naa sa Canvas ang pasahanan, sir.
Nasa link, gisend na ako diri sa ano, sa messages dire, sa in call messages. Sa drive lang i-send na ako yung link gihatag dire. Check sa chat box. Mm. Okay, extension, another 2 minutes, 955. Then I will lock the Google Drive sa Seatwork.
Sir, pwede maganyo, sir, kanang hindi mo good signal dere, sir. Hindi din maka-download.
Ha? Yun yung signal? O ba it's a prank? Extension 2 minutes.
Sir ba?
The extension ko 2 minutes sa submission.
Sir, pwede pag-send balik ang link. Nawala mong gud ang signal, sir. Nag-out ulit ba? Unya, nawala na ang link.
Wait lang.
Thank you, sir.
Copy link. Yun na. Okay, last 1 minute. Then mag-proceed na sa next topic na pod. Medyo paspasan na to, no? Kay kinamagod na subject is sa una pang 3 sem man eh. Karon giisa na lang na into 1 semester. I-compress. So natin yung mga topics na dili kayo ma-discuss o tarong, no? Tinalian. Okay, asan pa sunod?
Sir, kadali lang gid, sir.
Sige, extended to 10 a.m. Last na jud 10. This sheet work is plus 10 points sa prelim exam. make sure na ipangalan inyong papel na isubmit ha. Okay lang dili na ang file name basta makita lang sa papel na ipangalan. So okay lang kung walay pangalan sa inyong papel pero sa file name pangalan niyo nakabutang, okay lang po. So at least makita nga inyo na. Kay basin ang uban i-copy paste tong gi-submit sa uban tapos gi-change og file name. Swerte. Okay, last 1 minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, dili ko kapasa, sir. Ambot nga, no. Pwede i-PM na lang nako.
Ngano pa ha? Basing wala kay ano, Google Drive.
Wait lang, sir.
Dili po mi kabalo magpasa sa Google Doc, sir.
I-click na tong link. Then na ay button nito na plus sign, ano.
Same pod sa ako, sir.
Pwede niyo ipasubmit sa inyong classmate nga nakasubmit. Sa inyong mga friends. I-share lang ninyo ang iyong screenshot. Okay, so mag-start na ta. So next topic is about labeling. So usually sa labeling is ang ginakuha diri is ang vertical distance, no, mao nang gina-measure nato, no, sa labeling. Ang ilahang difference sa elevation, so mao na ang vertical distance. So it's the process correctly and directly measuring vertical distances to determine the elevations of points of their differences in elevations. It is a vital operations in producing necessary data for mapping, engineering design, and construction. So kini siya na part, no. Muna tong gina-record example na ay object dire, then another object at point A. Ang ilahang difference, mao na ang measure nato using the labeling. So we always have a reference line or reference datum. Usually lang ginagamit diya is kato namang mga sea level, mga mao naman ang permanente ginagamit na datum nato sa surveying. Okay, so we have some definition of terms, general terms, or the vertical line is a line that follows the local direction of gravity as indicated by a plumb line. So dapat sakto siya sa hulog. So I'm sure most of you nakita na plumb bob. Anong ginagamit ka ng straight jud towards the gravity, center of the gravity, mo na siyang vertical line. Then we have the level surface, a curved surface that at every point is perpendicular to the plumb line. Level surfaces are approximately spheroidal in shape. So muna siya ang level surfaces. Pero sa mga short distance, product siya horizontal plane, no? Then we have the level line, so a line in a level surface, so therefore a curved line. So this is the level line on the level surface. Then the horizontal plane is the plane perpendicular to the local direction of gravity. So, kung ang gravity is moving towards the center, so mo na iyang perpendicular, mo nang ginatawag na horizontal plane. Kung diri na pod siya, ang horizontal plane is always perpendicular sa vertical lines. So, depende na siya kung asa kang na location, no? So, not necessary na diha jud siya. Okay, next is the horizontal line, a line in horizontal plane. So, matang ganina, vertical datum, any level surface to which elevations are reference. Okay, then elevation is the distance measured along a vertical line from a vertical datum to a point of object. So, muna siyang elevation. So, example is the reference or datum. So, from the reference, the vertical distance from this point, so that is the elevation, point A. So from this point A to the reference line, this is also called elevation of point A. This is elevation of point B. So kung example, diri ang reference or datum line, so kining point A to this point, mao na siya ang iyang elevation. So depende na sa inyong reference or datum nga ginatawag. So magbari na siya. Okay. So other definitions is the geoid, a particular level surface that serves as a datum for all elevations and astronomical observation. So as standard, no, na-jud na yung geoid na ginagamit. Then mean sea level, so the average height for the surface of the seas for all stages of tide over a 19-year period as defined the National Geodetic Vertical Datum of 1929. So na siya standard. Vertical control, a series of benchmarks or other points of known elevation established throughout an area. So na siya yung mga series of points or benchmarks yung gitawag. Usually mga nagakuan ani is mga surveyor jud. Benchmark is the fixed point of reference whose elevation is either known or assumed. It is permanent or temporary. So katong mga permanent benchmarks nga ginatawag are established intervals throughout the country by Philippine Coast and Geodetic Survey. So makita mo ana mga nasa mga muhon or kanang mga square siya, no? Ay nakabutang dito ang benchmark number or control points number. Laylay na siya, then nakabutang po dito ang iyang elevation sa points or sa station. Ang temporary ka ng mga ginagamit sa mga surveys na lang ang madalian. Then another terms for leveling, we have the benchmark or BM. It is a fixed point of reference whose elevation is either known or assumed, so it may be permanent. Bauxite. So a reading on a rod held on a point of known or assumed elevation. So it's measure of vertical distance from the established line of sight. Wala day drawing dire. So usually a bauxite, so example, this is the instrument. Sample lang. Then we have the rod here. Okay. So this is this is the rod, no? So ano yung ginatawag na backside? And this is the foresight. Okay. So a reading taken on a rod held on a point of known or assumed elevation. So it is measure of a vertical distance from the established line of sight to the point sighted. A foresight is a reading taken on a rod held on a point whose elevation is to be determined. It is represented as a vertical distance from the line of sight of the instrument to the point observed. So usually ang reading na natin makita din ng mga markings muragod sa tape measure, no? Natay reading na makita diha sa kanang elevation diha sa front sa ibang instrument mao na ang foresight, no? Then so this reading or this elevation is mao na siya ang backside na makita. So always kanang mga reference point or reference station from the instrument, so that is the backside. Then ano pa ba? So backside distance is the backside distance measured from the center of the instrument to the rod on which backside is taken. Foresight distance. So this is the kung diri ang Fs. So this distance from the center of the instrument to the rod is the foresight distance, and kung sa backside naman, backside distance. Distance or BSD or distance. This is the Fs reading and BS reading. Okay. Then turning point is a intervening point between two benchmarks upon which point foresight and backside rod readings are taken to enable a leveling operation to continue position. So, example, this is the benchmark 1. So, this is a fixed points kung saan kabalo nata kung saan iyang mga details no na atay data sa iyang elevation and location. So this point, so this location sa rod is mahimo na siyang turning point. TP. Okay? So once makukuha ninyo ang ilahang reading sa BS and the foresight, so pag-transfer ninyo sa instrument, mo siyang gitawag na turning kay mo turn man ang imuhang instrument diha from another points or locations. So mo nang tawag na siya turning point. Then mag-set up na pud kag another setup na pud sa imong instrument. Then by the way, so this is ang ginatawag na height of the instrument, HI. Okay, so another backside distance na pud ka. Then another foresight na pud ka. Okay. Ano ulit? Okay, so klaro ang mga definitions. Ako ba tanan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, klaro na. So ingana lang ang kuan sa leveling. So elevation lang atong ginakuha diya. Next, the two-peg test method. It is a method for checking and recalibrating a level or transit. So, dali ra po ni. So, this method is either for an optical or digital level or transit being used as a level. Two-peg test is very simple but provides a way to test the accuracy of a level. And if you know which screw to turn or menu to follow for digital level, you can adjust it to remove the error. See specific instrument instructions for making adjustments. So the basic principle is that since the errors in level readings result from the instrument not sighting exactly horizontal, it's thus looking up or down at some angle, and that this angle is the same whichever way it's sighting. So if you place the instrument exactly midway between two rod readings, the vertical error reading on the rod is the same for each. So thus the difference in reading between the rods will still give you an accurate elevation difference. So knowing this, we can accurately determine the elevation of B relative to A above. So if we then move the instrument to sight from A to B with the instrument exactly on reading at A, we can detect the error at distance and can adjust the reading to give us the true reading predicted for B. For example, this is your instrument, no? So when you position your instrument at point A, so makuha man siya reading from here. So siya reading sa point A, then napod siya reading sa point B. Then kuha nimo ang ilahang difference in elevation. So dapat kung ibalhin na pod nimo imuhang instrument from point B, so diri na pod magkuha na pod kag reading sa point A and point B. So then i-compute na pod nimo ang difference nila sa elevation. So dapat ang imuhang reading na makuha dapat parehas sila. Ang ilang difference in elevation. So dapat from point A na reading and point B dapat parehas. Kung naay difference, mao nang ginatawag na na error. So you need to calibrate that using a two-peg test method. So mao na siya ang pag-check and pag-calibrate sa inyong mga level or instrument sa surveying. Okay? So we have an example here. So in a two-peg test, the following observations were taken. So on point A, (1.505 meters) and instrument on point B, that is 2.05 meters, and for instrument setup near B, 0.938 meters and 1.448 meters. So let's three na po tayo. So example, this is point A. And this is point B. Okay. Okay, instrument setup at near A. So let's say na instrument dire sa A. Right. Okay. Na siya rod reading at point A. So that is red. So this is 1.505. Then sa point B, so dapat di ay mas laom dahil ni. Okay, 2.054. Okay. Eh, okay. So this reading is the 1.505 meters. And this reading is 2.054 meters. Okay, then another set up daw sa point B, near sa point B. Ayan, palisod. Sample dire. Hmm. Okay, so this is the instrument set up near point B. So we have the reading at point B, that is 0.938 meters. Straight line. Okay. So this is this measurement, that is 0.938. 0.938. Then sa isa is 1.449 meters. .449 meters. Okay. So, mo na ang given. So, the required is determine if line of sight is in adjustment. Explain your answer. If the line of sight is not in adjustment, determine the correct rod reading on A with the instrument still set up near B. For letter C, determine the error in the line of sight for the net distance AB. And letter D, explain how the line of sight of the instrument should be adjusted. Okay, for letter A, itong kopyahan, itong required. Okay. Letter A. Determine the if line of sight is an adjustment. Explain your answer. So first we will kuha na to ang difference in elevation sa on point A. So that is 1.505. So manay reading niya sa sa point A, then ang isa is 2.04. So, difference in elevation in A is equal to 1.505 minus 2.054. That is equals to negative 0.549 meters. So, that's the difference. So, negative, ibig kasabot, pababa. Then, ang isa difference in elevation sa point B. So, that is reading of 0.938 minus 1.449 equals negative 0.511. So, that is the difference in elevation, no, between the two readings of the equipment. So based on their difference, makita nato na naadyoy dako na discrepancy, no. So letter A, kay ang ilang difference in elevation is not equal. Okay, DE means difference in elevation. Okay, for letter B, if the line of sight is not in adjustment, determine the correct rod reading on A with the instrument still set up of B. So, kuha na nato ilang average, no? The average of these two difference in elevation, 0.549 plus negative 0.511 divided by 2. So, their average is equal to negative 0.549 plus negative 0.511. Okay, divided by 2. So 0.53 meters. So that is their average. So unsa ato buhaton? So ang correct reading, so that is correct reading on A with the instrument still set up at B. So asa atong adjust diri na reading?
Ang 1.449, sir.
Okay, correct. So that is the 1.449. So i-add nato tong average. So 1.449 plus negative 0.53. So the correct reading is 1.449 plus negative 0.53 meters.
0.919, sir.
0.919 meters. So that is the correct reading. From point A. Then determine the error in the line of sight for the net distance AB. So the net error equal to, wait lang. The 0.938 minus 0.91919. So the error is 938. 0.919.
0.019.
0.019 meters. So that is the error in the line of sight. Okay. And for letter D, explain how the line of sight of the instrument should be adjusted. So since the distance is greater than the computed distance of 0.919, so the line of sight is inclined upward. So to adjust the line of sight, you should loosen the upper capstan. Usually, depende na lang sa instrument na inyong gamit, no? Kung saan na siya pag-adjust. So hopefully, ma-perform na ito na in lab. So since wala man tayo available na rod, so dili na siya ma-explain. Okay, so mauna siya ang two-peg test. So pag calibrate sa instrument, so mauna ang gina-perform, no? Okay, any questions so far? Okay, so let's proceed to next topic. So we have in conducting labeling, we have different methods. So one of which is the differential labeling. So differential labeling is the process of determining difference in elevation between two or more points, so some distance apart. So it requires a series of setups of the instrument along a general route, and for each setup, a rod reading back to the point of known elevation and forward to a point of unknown elevation are taken. So we have the procedure. So first, of course, you should set up the instrument. So dapat makabalupod mo saan pag-set up sa mga instrument, surveying instrument, no? Tamang pag-set up. So dili siya basta-basta ginapatindog lang. Naging siya proper way. So unfortunately, dili na siya ma-perform face-to-face man, no? Unless na amoy surveying instrument sa inyong mga balay. Then next step is take the backsight reading on BM1. Then establish the TP and take the FS reading. Then move the instrument and set up again. Then take the BS on the TP. Establish the next turning point and take the FS reading. Move the instrument and set up again. Then repeat the procedure until foresight is taken on the last station, BM2. Okay. So in computation for differential labeling, HI, so this value, elevation of benchmark 1 plus the backsight reading. Okay, another for the elevation of TP1. So ginakuha gyapon ang elevation sa turning point is equal to HI minus foresight reading. Okay, para mas masabtan ninyo, we have here some example exercise on differential labeling. So we have the following data, no? So we have problem number 1. Okay, the ending one note. Okay. So given ang elevation sa benchmark 1, so it is a known given ang iyang data given. So we have the setup. So what is the formula for HI? We have the elevation of BM1 plus or minus the backsight reading. So plus. So 162.09 plus 5.15 the value of HI is draw. Hindi tayo masulat. 162.09 plus 5.15, that is 167.24 meters. Okay, then for the elevation of TP1, so 167 HI minus the foresight reading, so that is 167.24 minus 2.64. So, diri mo. So, ang benchmark 1, wala siya permanente foresight, no? Kaya mo man ang reference point. So, permanente siya na ay bauxite. And 1 minus 2.64, that is equals to, so the elevation of TP1 is 164.6. So, mas taas ang location sa TP1 kaysa sa BM1. So, the HI at TP1, so 164.6 plus 4.44, that is 169.04. Then the elevation of TP2 minus 1.95, 167.09. Okay. Then the HI at TP2 plus 8.41, 167.09 plus 8.41, 175.5. Then the elevation at TP3 minus 2.41, 173.09. Then the HI at TP3 plus 7.65, 180. .74. Okay, then the elevation at TP4 minus 2.05, 178. Kindly correct kung naay mali sa akong computation na. Then HI at TP4 plus 1.06, that is 179.75. So the elevation of benchmark 2 or the unknown minus 5.37, 174.38 meters. So, yung anak lang siya sa leveling. Okay, then we will have the arithmetic check. So, summation of BS. Para ma-check nato kung tama siya. Ato ang computation. 5.15 plus 4.44 plus 8.41 plus 7.65 plus 1.06, 26.71. Then summation of FS, 2.64 plus 1.95 plus 2.41 plus 2.05 plus 5.37, 14.42. Then elevation of BM1, so 162.09 plus the summation of bauxite, 26.71 minus the total of the foresight, 14.42. That is should equal to the elevation of BM2, 174.38. Mauna siyang pag-check. Checking. Ay, pwede man tayo dito magsulat. For elevation of BM1 plus sum of BS minus the sum of FS should equal to the elevation of BM2. Kung dili na sila mag-equal, so ibig pasabot na ay mali or error sa inyong computation. Okay, for number 2, that would be your assignment to be submitted sa Canvas. So you will fill out itong mga nasa column.
Ano assignment number 6 sa sir?
Sa number 6 mo niyang assignment na to.
When ang due, sir?
Naana yata sa Canvas. Teka, murag next week yata to siya. Wait lang ha. Right.
On Friday, sir.
Oo.
Handwritten yapon, sir.
Oh, handwritten gyapon. Maski wala na tong computation, diretso na ninyo table para dili kuan libog. Wait lang. Ano ko kuan? Okay, next. Ana para isa. So, duha ang assignment. So, kining problem number 2 and this problem. So, kini i-tabulate gihapon niyo siya into table. Ano ninyo siya gihapon?
Sir,
Yes.
uploaded na ba ning material sa Canvas po, sir?
Kini murag wala pa yata ni. Kini na part sa leveling. So, I will upload na lang later, no, pag human sa atong klase. So, ang assignment nato is number 2 and ito, kini. Number 3. I-upload na lang gyapon ako ni sa Canvas. So, please take note of the given, no? So, based sa results sa number 1.
Nimo, sir.
Ha?
Sir, pwede
Wala akong
mga yan
tinog.
ng notes nimo.
Oo, sige. Magkatagkuan eh. Binahog na wala akong tingog.
Excuse me po, sir.
Yes.
Kanang sa ikaduha gud nga assignment, sir, kay table lang gyapon, sir.
I-table lang to ninyo siya, no?
Okay, thank you,
saan na to?
sir.
Kini, no? I-table format ninyo, elevation of BM1. So, usually, kini naman ang format niya sa, sa survey jod, sa pag-take mo notes. Sayang, no? Kaya di natin ma-perform yung, leveling, lami unta niya kuan, buhaton, sa field work. Maging mo, sa kuan, sa provincial, no? Okay. Asa na ta? Then, so any more questions? Wala na.
Wala naman resolution, sir, no?
Yung ihatag para di na malibog. Direkto na lang sa sa table. As kini i-table ninyo format. Then based sa result aning duha kung ato nang ikuan, so ang location sa benchmark 1 is 162.09, baba siya, no. Pataas sila 164, 167, 173, sige siya pataas. So diri ang BM1, then BM2. Ano siya. Okay. Next, we have another methods that is called double-rotted labeling. So, in double-rotted, so halos parehas lang siya ng concept sa differential labeling, no? Pero ang kalainan lang is we are using the duha ka rods. Okay? Ano siya pag-implement? Ay, dili ko kasulat here. So, sa double-rotted, so example is your benchmark 1. So, set up nimo sa instrument. So, sa differential leveling, isa raman ka karad ang imuhang kuan dito si dire is duha. Sa karad diha, another rod na po dire. Then kuhaan nimo sila og backside, foresight. Then ang isa ka point na pod, isa lang inyong backside, no? Then foresight lang. Bago ka mag turning point, naghihapon kay TP dire. So sa differential leveling, isa raman good. Benchmark 1, then the instrument, then turning point, then another instrument setup. So yung anak lang siya. Double-rotted is double lang. Pero sa computation, halos same concept gapon sa sa differential leveling. So this method differs from conventional differential labeling in that two turning points are established such that each setup of the labeling instrument, two sets up of independent backsides and foresights are taken. So kiniday mahulog na siyang TP. TP1A, TP1B. Okay. Sa pag-arithmetic check, mean of elevation BM1, we have the lower elevation plus higher elevation. Let's see. So we have example dire, compute the following differential level notes for a double-rotted line from BM1 to BM2. Show the customary arithmetic check. So double-rotted, duha lang ka rods, no? So same lang gyapon. So we have the wala lagi elevation nakabutang. So let's assume na lang na elevation is 100 meters. Palit ko pen tab di ay, no? Para mas okay ang magsulat. Okay, so let's assume na 100 na lang elevation sa benchmark 1 kaya wala may given sa problem. 100 meters. So each I of BM1, so moro gyapon sa differential leveling 100 minus I plus 1.964. 0.964, that is 101. So individual lang pag-compute. 101.964 meters. Then ang isa na pod kuhaon po din nyo. So same lang sila BM. So 101.964. So same na lang. Then for TP1 elevation sa first na rod 101.964 minus 1.104. That is 100.86 meters. So then ang isa 101.964 plus 1 ay minus di ay 1.964 minus 1.549. 100. 2.415. Okay, for HI, so una na itong isa, 100.86 plus 2.187, 103.047. Then, ang isa, 100.415 plus 2.629. 103.044. Then, ang elevation, 103.047 minus 1.794. 101.253. 103.044 minus 2.202. 100.842. Then sa HI, 101.253 plus 1.393, 102, 102. Oh, ni Carl, okay. Thank you. 102.646. Then ang isa 100.842 plus 1.78, 102.622. And elevation 102.646 minus 2.991. That is 99.655. Then ang isa 102.622 minus 3.415. 99.207. Then 99.655 plus 0.317. 99.972. Sa 99.207 plus 0.741, 99.948 meters. So, ang elevation sa BM2, 99.972 minus 2.634, 97.338. Ang isa, 99.948 minus 2.634, 97.314 meters. So, na ay difference sa ilahang elevation. Hindi sila para sa value. Let's check why. Dapat isa lang ilang elevation. So, for arithmetic check, so kuhaon dahil yung mean sa elevation sa BM2. Lower elevation plus higher elevation divided by 2. Then, kuhaon po ang summation sa backside of foresight divided by 2. That's right. May. So, mean elevation at benchmark 297.338. 338 plus 97.314 divided by 2. That is 97.314. 0.326. Then for DE1, summation of backside and foresight. So isang pa rin, 101.964 plus wait lang. So 103.047 plus 102.646 plus 99.972. 407. So sa isa karad, 407.629. Ang isa 101.964 plus 103.044 plus 102.948. 407. 0.578. Then sa FS, 1.104 plus 1.794 plus 2.991, 2.634. 8.523. Then next, 1.549 plus 2.202 plus 3.415 plus 2.634. 9.8. Okay, summation of backside plus foresight divided by 2. So 407.629 plus 8.523, 416. 4 divided by 2. Wait lang. So 8.076. So elevation at BM1 100 minus mean elevation BM2, that is 97.326, is 2.64, 2.6764. There's more wrong. Difference in elevation too. So nairong sa atong checking. Wait lang. So dapat dai okay. Nganong HI akong gi-compute. Backside di ay 1.964 plus 2.187 plus 1.393 plus 0.317 5.861 sa 1.964 plus 2.629 1.78 plus 0.741 7.114. Okay. Mention of BS, kuha ang data ng BS 5.8661 ba to? Plus 7.114, that is 12.975. So plus FS reading, So that is negative. Minus na lang. 8.523 plus 9.8. 18.323. That is negative 5.348. So elevation of BM1, 100 minus the mean 97.326. 2.674. Ay, divided by 2 na ini dapat. 2.674. Then for DE2, elevation of BM1, 100 minus mean elevation of BM2 of 97.326. So that is 2.674. Uh, 100 minus 97.326. Dapat mag-equal sila but in opposite. Direct. Yan. So this is the first method. I mean elevation of BM. Okay, so kung dili sila mag-equal sa DE1 and DE2, kasabot is na ay problema sa inyong computation. Then for second method, mean elevation of BM2, the lower elevation plus higher elevation divided by 2, so 97.36. The average, mo nagpares naman, 5.861 plus 7.114 plus 8.523 negative, then plus 9.8 negative gapon, .348. So that is equal to divided by 2.674. So the average is 2.674. Then the mean elevation of BM2, 97.326 minus the average. So mahulog siya 8 plus. Plus 97. Elevation of BM1 plus 2.674. So 102 plus 2.674. So that is equals to 100. So dapat mag-equal siya sa mean elevation of BM2. Okay, so that's all sana pag-check. We have 2 methods. So nakuha ninyo guys. So i-check niyo lang ninyo itong second method Okay, for another assignment. So
Sir, dapat equal ang BM1 o BM2, sir.
BM1 o BM2. Dili. Kasi sa BM1 ang ilahang ang ilahang elevation.
Sir.
Di not necessary man dahil equal sila kay since naggamit ka duha ka rod, double rodded, so not necessary na equal lang sila. Dapat sa checking lang sila mag-equal. Sa difference in elevation sa 1 and sa difference in elevation sa 2. So dapat mag-equal sila para ma-check nimo. So kung ingani ka, gamiton na elevation is katunang average, mean elevation sa BM2.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
sir, kanang positive lagi siya, sir, tapos yung gamit kay negative sa DE1, sir.
DE1. DE1. Kini na part. Nag-summation naman tano kay ang FS manggod is puro negative na siya.
Okay,
Sa
sir.
foresight reading, negative tanan. Basta foresight. Negative sign niya, then pag backside, always positive ang iyang sign tanan.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, pag mag-arithmetic check na gani mi, sir, necessary nga duha ka method ang gamiton namo, sir.
Dili man, pwede man mag-choose ra mo sa duha, at least asa diya na method, first or second method. Kindly check
Okay.
na lang sa second method, no? Kung tama ba siya. Dapat ang mean elevation sa BM2 kini na computation is equal diri na na equation, na formula. Okay, so any more questions? So another assignment, dungag sa isa ganina is kini na problem. Compute the following differential level notes for a double-radded line from BMA to BMB. Show the customary check. So, given diri ang iyang elevation, okay, klaro lang na ako ni sa problem sa canvas, no? So, double-radded ni siya. Duha ka rad ang iyang gamit with TP1H, TP1L. Siya isa railing. Lahat na foresight, backside. So, bali tulo na ka problems ang inyong assignment. Katong sa differential leveling and kining double-radded leveling.
I-table Japon to, sir.
Okay na, i-table gyapon niya siya. Para at least ma-familiarize mo unsaon siya pag butang sa field notes. Ngani na
Table
format.
naman, sir, no? Wala i-solution.
Wala na. Then ang arithmetic check dapat na i-solution na.
Thank you, sir.
Pati sa differential leveling. So katulang arithmetic check pag check. So 1, 2 and 3. So tulo ka problem ang inyong assignment sa Canvas. So ganitong deadline ito on 29. So i-move na ako ang deadline into next week, Monday. So that's all muna for today. So we will again meet next meeting hopefully by Friday. Para i-discuss na itong uban. Ay, holiday man day sa Friday, sambukan. So you can enjoy na pod ang holiday sa Friday. So dito magklase sa Friday day. Para ma-enjoy pod na ako ang sambukan. Okay, so any questions so far?
Sir, question lang sa fieldwork, sir.
Yes,
Individual man to, sir, no?
individual to siya. Katong sa fieldwork ka ng drawing sa
Then-
instrument.
Then, sir, pwede magkuha og laing ka ng other sources para sa drawing, sir? Or katugid na ihatag mo sa PDF ang
Okay
sundugon?
naman, kung naamoy makita na lain, mas okay. Pero dapat kompleto iyang mga parts. Maklaro jud siya.
Thank you, sir.
Pwede gani ikuha niyo sa coupon band, then i-attach na lang niyo sa field notebook. Then ang send niyo tong scan copy or picture sa sa inyong gidrawing. Individual ang pag-submit field activity.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, ang fieldwork, sir, dili ma-move ang deadline.
Kung sa gani ang deadline, 29, no?
Yes, sir.
I-move po na ako mga next week siguro. Next
Thank you,
Wednesday.
sir.
Para itong assignment next Wednesday na lang.
Thank you, sir.
Holiday man
Sir.
dahil sa Friday. Okay, so any more question?
Answer.
So wala na so far. So see you again next meeting. So bye-bye and thank you for listening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir.
You may now leave
Thank you, sir.
the virtual class.
Thank you, sir.